You had to put it all out there. You didn't give up. Talk to us about what it feels like to be back here.
Yeah, I'm 10 years out, 4 years old. Gave it my all, but he's tough. I don't know what to say. He's really tough. Congratulations to him.
Do you think we'll be able to see you in here again?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back, watch the fight, make a decision, but Chase deserves this win. I'm really happy for him, genuinely.
Do you have a message to all the fans back home that are watching you?
It's better to try and lose than not try at all.
Andrew Tate stepped back into a boxing ring after 5 years, talking like he never left. He said he was built different, said he was still that guy, said this fight would be easy. Then he lost. Not by knockout, not by fluke. He got outboxed, outworked, and outpaced by Chase Damore. And once that decision was read, the internet went absolutely crazy. Today, we're breaking down what really happened in Andrew Tate versus Chase Damore. No hype, no bias, just the truth. How this fight played out, why the result shocked people, what the reaction tells us, and why this moment might matter more than people realize. Let's get into it. This fight wasn't just Andrew Tate losing a boxing match. It was big talk meeting reality. It was reputation versus preparation. And once the bell rang, there was nowhere to hide. Let's be real. This fight was always going to be bigger than boxing. Andrew Tate isn't just a fighter. He's a personality. Everywhere online, podcasts, clips, debates, arguments. People either rock with him heavy or can't stand him. There's no in between. So when he announced he was coming back to boxing after 5 years, people didn't just tune in to watch a fight. They tuned in to see if the image matched reality. On the other side, you had Chase Damore, not nearly as loud, not nearly as controversial, but quietly putting in work in Misfits boxing, staying active, staying sharp, and defending his belt. This wasn't hype versus hype. This was hype versus consistency, because the setup alone raised questions. Andrew Tate comes from a kickboxing background. That's real. No one can take that away from him. But kickboxing and boxing are not the same thing, especially when you haven't boxed professionally in years. Boxing cardio is different. Boxing footwork is different. Boxing defense is different. Chase Damore didn't have Tate's resume, but he had something just as important: recent rounds. He's been in the ring. He's been under lights. He's been fighting boxers. That matters more than people think. A lot of fans ignored that and focused on Tate's confidence. But confidence doesn't replace timing, conditioning, and muscle memory. And once the fight started, you could see the difference. You can be confident all day. The ring will still test your lungs. When the bell rang, Tate didn't look terrible. Let's get that clear. He moved okay early. He showed flashes of control. You could tell he wasn't clueless. But you could also tell he wasn't fully comfortable. Chase Damore came out calm. No rush, no panic. He stayed patient, stayed in range, and started touching Tate with clean shots. Not wild punches, controlled ones. That's the difference between boxing for clips and boxing for rounds. By round 2, you could already see something people weren't expecting. Tate was working harder than Damore, just to stay in the fight. That's a bad sign early, because boxing doesn't lie. By round 3, Tate's movement slowed. His hands dropped more. His reactions weren't as sharp. That's not weakness. That's conditioning. Chase Damore smelled it and turned the pressure up just enough. Not reckless. Not chasing a knockout. Just steady work. That's veteran thinking. This is where a lot of viewers realized this fight wasn't going the way they expected. Tate wasn't dominating. He wasn't breaking Damore down. If anything, he was trying to survive stretches. And when fans started noticing that, the narrative shifted fast. Once fatigue sets in, excuses disappear. The fight went the distance. No knockdowns, no chaos. Just 6 rounds of boxing. And when the judges' scores came in, Chase Damore won by majority decision. No robbery, no controversy, just a clear result. Andrew Tate lost his professional boxing debut. For some people, it felt surreal. For others, it felt overdue, because once the result hit social media, all hell broke loose. The reactions were split instantly. One side roasted Tate nonstop, memes everywhere, jokes about cardio, jokes about talking too much, clips replayed over and over. The other side defended him, said he showed heart, said he didn't quit, said he stepped in the ring when most people wouldn't. And honestly, both sides had a point. Tate didn't fold, but he also didn't back up the level of dominance he promised. That gap between words and performance is what fueled the reaction. That's just how it works. After the loss, Tate didn't disappear.
Yeah, obviously I didn't get the result I wanted, but truthfully the result I wanted was to see if I could still do it. 40 years old, 10 years retired, a little bit of time in a Romanian dungeon. It was always going to be a big ask against someone so much bigger than me, younger than me, more active than me, but I wanted a real challenge. I didn't want to fight a tin can. I didn't want to fight someone older than me or smaller than me. You know, I felt like I won the first 2 rounds, but then because he's 20 kilo heavier, he started leaning on me and sapped some energy.
He spoke on it. He blamed fatigue, said the long break hurt him, said ring rust played a role, and that explanation actually makes sense. But it also raises a question. If you knew cardio might be an issue, why take this fight now? That's where critics double down. Not because Tate lost, but because he chose this moment to return with so much confidence. Because this wasn't just about boxing. Andrew Tate's image is built around strength, dominance, and control. Losing a fight doesn't destroy that, but how you lose matters. This fight showed something human. Fatigue, limits, rust. For some fans, that was refreshing. For others, it cracked the illusion. And once an illusion cracks, people start reevaluating everything else. That's why this fight mattered. You can delay it, you can talk around it, but it always shows up. For Chase Damore, this win was massive. He didn't just beat a big name, he beat the moment. He stayed disciplined. He stayed patient. He proved that preparation beats noise. This wasn't a flashy win, it was a professional one. And in boxing, that earns respect. Whether people like it or not, Chase Damore walked out of that ring validated. This fight said something about the culture. This fight exposed something important about influencer boxing. It's not just entertainment anymore. The level is rising. Fighters are training seriously. And if you step in without matching that work, you will get exposed. Andrew Tate versus Chase Damore wasn't embarrassing because someone lost. It was revealing because preparation mattered more than hype. That's a shift. You can control the narrative before the fight. You can't control it after the bell rings. So now I want to hear from you. Did Andrew Tate lose respect or gain some for stepping in? Did Chase Damore prove he belongs at the top of Misfits boxing? And do influencer fights need more accountability moving forward? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you rock with breakdowns like this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.